Why you looking at me like that? You trying to go do something? I can just tell. So, y'all don't know. I be trying to do it with her all the time. Y'all don't understand. I try to do it with her all the time. And when she walking in the closet, when she doing makeup, in the car, I always try to do it with her. That's what I'm saying, do it. I'm childish, right? But I always want to do it. Like, y'all don't even know our relationship. But maybe it's meant for y'all to come meet us and stuff like that so y'all can see. But people who know us, they know I'm obsessed. Like, I try to hold it back a little bit on camera because I don't want to look like crazy, but I'm literally obsessed with this girl. Like,
what's up, guys? It's Tay Tay Baby. I want to talk about this. The reason why I want to bring this up is because I feel like there's so many people that are in relationships and they're always talking about being unhappy. But one of the things I've noticed about the people that are in relationships and they are miserable, have you ever noticed they're usually the type of couple that's always arguing or they don't love each other? I am not saying this in a mean or rude way or trying to critique people like I'm perfect by any means, because we all are flawed in our own ways. So don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I just love love and I'm a very big hopeless romantic. And I really do believe that loving your partner and doing things with your partner intimately is important. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed is the couples that are like happy, where the man is happy, because that's what I strive for. I don't believe in happy wife, happy life. I believe in happy couple, happy life. When you look at the man and the man is glowing or the man staring the woman down, a lot of you guys will tend to forget that when a man is loved properly, he's able to love you the same way. And it's not just about sex. I want to show you a book that I've always talked about, and I want to go into depth on certain things because some people think that physical touch is just sleeping with each other. Yes, that is important. And a lot of therapists will tell you guys to sleep with your partner at least twice a week, to at least be intimate with your partner, at least initiate things, spice things up, try things with your partner. So I want to read some of these things off of a book for you so you can understand where I'm coming from. And yeah, I really think it's important to hold hands, compliment each other, be each other's best man, hype man, whatever you want to call it, and be your partner's biggest fan. Like, I don't see the point of being with somebody when you guys hate each other. Like, I'm telling you, I've been around couples before where it's like, I never want to be invited ever again. Like, he'll say something or she says something, and the other partner's just mean, and you're just like, no one forced you to be with this person. You are not held by shackles. But let's go into the book. Okay, so one of the books that I really love, and I always tell you guys to read this, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. You guys already know I'm really big on this. One of my love languages is physical touch. It's so weird, y'all. I don't like random people touching me, and I don't like random people hugging me, but I love to be loved down by somebody I'm with. So I save all my love for that person. I get overstimulated when random people touch me. But right here, it says, if your spouse's love language is physical touch, here are some things. Number 1, as you walk from the car to go shopping, reach out and hold your spouse's hand. That matters. Think about this. Would you want a man or a woman, when you guys are going out somewhere, to go run right in front of you and walk in front of you and act like they don't know you? You wouldn't like that, would you? Especially when you guys are upset. That's like the one indicator you can tell you and your partner are not going to be good at. If you guys are constantly fighting and ignoring each other and walking without each other, you never want to have people see you guys argue or see you guys go against each other. That doesn't look healthy. Another thing, number 2, when you shop for your spouse, look for the things that will appeal to their tactical nature, a cashmere sweater, a plush throw pillow, or soft slippers. And even for your man, you probably know what kind of candy he likes. You probably know what kind of meals he likes. Physical touch has nothing to do with just being like intimate. There's other things, y'all, holding hands, massages, caressing them. And again, next one, 3, walk up to your spouse and say, hey, have I told you lately that I love you? Take her hand in your arms and hug her while you rub her back and continue. You're the best. Untangle yourself and move on the next thing. I'm telling you right now, y'all, I really believe if you don't know how to love your partner and you struggle with the 5 love languages, if I were you, read this book. It'll teach you all the love languages through physical touch, words of affirmation, gift giving. And then that way, if you have a man or a woman and they say, hey, my love language is quality time, and you don't know what that is or what that means, this book is going to give you a whole story and then give you examples of it. So I'm going to say this. When a lot of you guys complain about how you don't know how to show up for your partner, instead of watching toxic TV shows, instead of asking your friends who are bitter and toxic, your friends might not always be that way, but sometimes some women do have toxic friends. But if that's the case, and maybe you don't have a mother in your corner or somebody in your corner to help you with these things, I'm telling y'all, I get all my knowledge from books. If you see my whole shelf over here, books. Anyway, next one. 4, when you sit in church together, reach over, hold your spouse's hand during times of prayer. Ain't nothing better than loving your partner down in church. 5, initiate sex by giving your spouse a foot massage. Continue to other parts of the body as long as it brings pleasure to your spouse. And here's a key thing for all my men. If you are ever with your woman, and some women do get overstimulated because some women, they just want to be loved. Women don't always want to have sex. Women's libidos tend to be lower than men's. Not always, but some. If I were you, instead of initiating sex, why don't you just touch her? Why don't you just massage her, rub her head without trying to get intimate with her? That's going to make her want and crave you more. Cuddles too. Women love cuddles. I do. I know I do. All right. Number 6, when family or friends are visiting, touch your spouse in their presence. A hug, running your hand along his or her arms, putting your arm around him as you stand talking, or simply placing your hand on her shoulder can earn double emotional points. It says, even with all these people in our house, I still see you. Especially if you're a woman, one of the best things you could do as a woman, if you're walking down the street and a whole bunch of men are trying to get at you, or men are looking at you, grab your man's arm. Grab your man's arm, hold your man, or look straight at him. Men love things like that. I'm telling y'all, this is like the good scoop. Just read these damn books. Number 7, couples separated by circumstances such as deployment use a variety of strategies to touch when they cannot be physically together, says Arthur and former military wife Jocelyn Green. For example, a handwritten letter feels more tangible than an email. And it does. Like I'm telling you, have you ever sent your partner a cute voice note that you're thinking of them? Have you ever went out of your way to say things to your partner? It's the small stuff that matter to some people. Like you could even, if you wanted to, this is up to you ladies, why don't you contact his barber and pay for his haircut? And then when he goes to the barber and he sits in that chair and he's going to give the money, he's like, oh, your girl paid for it. You know how many girls don't do that? Just gave you the scoop. And even for men as well, too. You could do the same thing. Pay for her nails. Hit up her nail lady, and I'm pretty sure she follows her or has tagged her. I do that when I do mine. Hit up her nail lady and be like, how much are her nails? And pay for them. You don't always have to necessarily do things with money, you guys, but just learn to touch your partner. Learn to be intimate with your partner. Learn to be nice with your partner. And I'm going to tell you this. You guys already know some of my story, but if you don't, I've talked about this before on my videos. I did grow up in a household, at least with my grandparents, that were loving. I wasn't really too affectionate with like my mother and stuff like that. She wasn't an affectionate woman. So I had to learn to be better and not do that. I was very, very like restricted from things, and I would like do this. I don't hug people. I'm not very friendly with too many people, and I was just raised that way. So I had to learn to overcome those things, because you're not going to be a good partner, and it's going to be hard for you when you have children because you're going to get overstimulated by touch. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anything's wrong with you, but you can overcome these things. So if you need to learn to initiate things with your partner, learn to hold his hand more or learn to hold her hand more, there's nothing wrong with getting overstimulated, but depriving your partner from physical affection when they love that, I'm telling you now, you're going to have a lot of issues in your relationship. One of the biggest things most couples should do before they get into a relationship is ask your partner what's their love language, because nobody wants to be loved how you want to be loved. I want to be loved how I feel I deserve and what feels good to me. So if I'm telling my partner I love physical touch and words of affirmation, and he never compliments me or touches me, and he's just buying me gifts, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to feel loved. Gifts are super nice, but if I don't have a man tell me, baby, I love you, I got you, you're my world, all that, I don't think we're in tune like that. And that's just my mind, because that's how I receive love. Does that make sense? And there are times where this is why relationships sometimes don't work out. People want to go, I'm not doing all that. Or women will go, I'm not initiating sex, I'm not going to do that. Well, you're going to be in a marriage where you and your man are feuding each other because you don't want to do anything. And that's the whole point of relationship, is coming to a compromise. If you want your husband to pay for dates and take care of you and do all these things, wine and dine you, then sleep with your husband. And I always say this too, get with men and women you're actually attracted to. Don't get with somebody you don't literally love or you don't look at in that type of way, because the last thing you want to do is every time your man or woman tries to touch you, love you, or hug you, you're doing this. Get off of me. I'm going to tell you right now, after some time, your partner will get tired of that. That goes for men and women. So That's just my advice on this. You do what you want, y'all. Hope this helped. If you guys want me to read more of these like books and stuff for you guys, I have no problem doing that because I have loads of them. But God bless you guys. I'm going to leave my email posted here where you guys can contact and reach me just in case you need anything. Book a session with Tay. Have a good one. God bless you guys. Love each other. It's cost-free to hug your man. It's cost-free to suck his pee-pee. It's cost-free to love your woman. Give her a hug. Tell her she's beautiful. Simple.